the start of July 2020 and tax time has come about. And the deliveries from last month are still rolling in. I don't know what this is. I can probably have a guess as to what this probably is, and it'll be one that's a bit frustrating. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one has come in better packaging than the last one. Okay, so this looks like this is my a 6-piece coin tray. Okay, that's that bit. And I definitely know what this is. This is from the Bradford Exchange. Now, they signed me up for a subscription service and didn't inform me or didn't make it obvious. They said that was optional. So I've had some arguments with them about this. So the first coin in the series was 30 bucks. This one was nearly 100. So I'm thinking that they might get this one sent back, but I thought I'll have a look before I decide whether to send this back. And this is, yeah, commitment a long tan. So this one is actually sort of on topic for my collection. So I might actually keep this one, but yeah, I have cancelled the service because they weren't going to, yeah, it's a Vietnam series. I know a Vietnam vet I might give this to at some point too. But very nice, and I've got the little coin tray here, but I'm not going to collect all 6 of them. At $100 a pop for something that doesn't perform an actual function, in my books, it's a bit steep. So, looking at that and holding it in my hand, I think I'm going to keep it, but I'm certainly not going to do any more of that series. I mostly wanted the first one, which I have, if I go over the display over here, we have over in my mini museum here. That coin there. So anyway, interesting stuff. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one. I won't send it back. I was going to pack it full of glitter and send it back to them because of their shonky business practices, and I cancelled my credit card over that too, which has caused a whole bunch of knock-on effects as well. Anyway, let's move on to the next stuff. Oh, it's July, which means tax time in Australia, but there's still stuff showing up from the last financial year, including this handy dandy protractor that needs no introduction. So what else do we have? On donations and deliveries, I have delivery of some 300-page notepads, which are not really noteworthy. Probably more interesting are some memory sticks. There's a 5-pack of these M-Tech translucent neon ones, which I find interesting because I don't have to crack them open to see what the memory module configuration is. And there's also some verbatim 16 gig pinstripes as well. I do find the verbatims are a little bit faster than the M-Techs, but they're all USB 2 standard anyway, I believe. They've all got black ends on them. None of them are blue, so they're not USB 3. But anyway, in fact, they even say USB 2.0. All the same, very good for flashing operating systems onto. So there'll be more stuff to show up. It's only the 2nd day of the month, so let's see what else we have show up. We had another delivery arrive. This one's for Aussies and Kiwis for Anzacs, and I have a my junior cameraman / apprentice behind the camera here today. So let's have a look here and see what we get. I have a commemorative pin to go with my collection.
Ooh, that's so cool.
This is a 2020 driveway Anzac pin.
Oh yes, Daddy.
So that might get put in the mini museum. And yeah, so I've got a couple more things, so let's go over the next thing. Before I move on, I'm going to pull out my badge collection here with quite a host of memorial pins and badges, and this is not all of them. They're hiding everywhere on this bag.
There are lots of them.
I'm not sure if I have enough room left for all of these, but I'm going to try and fit one in a spot down here. See if we can get that in there.
But wait, what about the dices?
And there's some more things my apprentice will show you in a moment. Alright, so apprentice, what did you get?
I got jumbo dices.
Yep, come up here a little bit and show them in front of the camera then.
Okay. Okay, now I'll show you how to do that. First, you roll, and then
So these are dice with Australian coins on them.
But if you see, lift it up and see how it is. Okay, now that's $2. That's correct. I wanted to see the other one. 20 cents. That's correct.
We're doing very well at actually learning all the denominations.
5? Oh, that's correct. $1? That's correct.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, a 10? That's correct.
Okay. Sneak peek at the messy section of my desk for this delivery, because this one's a big one.
Whoa!
This one, it's a Ryobi electric chainsaw that doesn't quite fit on my desk.
It's so cool, Dad.
But it takes the same batteries as my cordless drills, and might be a little easier than firing up the pruning saw. So we'll get this one open and have a quick look. I have this open, and my apprentice is clearing out some cardboard boxes in the background. So for a start, I have a Ryobi branded bar, and the chain seems very tight, although not too bad. I won't be testing this out on camera because I need to put chain and bar oil in it first. But our battery clips in the side here, and this is the brushless model. It's a little bit more expensive than the one I'd intended to get. That's our bar oil filler, and nice little dead man switch on here that you can't leave on, which is handy. But yeah, a nice little vent out here for the shavings, and it's got, of course, a nice chain lock as well on there, so that'll be good, or a chain brake. So we'll demo this in another video, but this is something I've been wanting for a while, so saves me getting out and pull starting the little baby pruning saw when I just want to trim something off the track. So this will be good. Alright, another delivery, this time from the USA, that has taken a little while to get here. These are nifty little things, little pyro steel inserts that replace the toothpick on my Victorinox knife. In case you're in some weird end of the world where you've never seen a Victorinox knife, that's just what they are. They have, oh, if I can get it, a little toothpick in here. So these will be handy. See what else we get. Alright, we're taking a quick detour to the edge of the bench here, and I'm going to try and light a fire with this thing. We can get some sparks out of it, but I guess if I've got my Victorinox on me, I've probably got something like my Leatherman on me at the same time. So let's have a crack at this as well. Yep, I think that's going to work quite nicely. A couple of burn marks on the table, but I think they're going to do the job. Awesome. Another delivery has arrived. No idea what this is. I ordered a bunch of little things out of China probably nearly 3 months ago. So stuff is arriving that I don't have a lot of memory of. Padlock Shims. They were apparently still in China. So tracking doesn't do much about that. Let's have a look at these guys. If I'm right, I'll need 2 of these. Alright, let's get our dummy lockpick and padlock and try one of these guys out. Try this one. Try this out, and then we should be able to, if they've gone in, shimmed these pins, should be able to pull the lock open. Alright, nifty. Okay, not the best, but for like $1.50 or something, not too bad. Alright, let's see what else we get. Alright, we've got another delivery. This one's from New South Wales. Still got no idea what this one probably is. This one wasn't tracked. So let's see. Okay, this one's actually not as bad as I thought it was. And probably nothing really worth showing on the channel. But we've got some nail clippers. They were like $1.50 each. And being in quarantine, it was worth ordering them. Oh, that's another delivery. It's going to be a busy day. Some more stuff has arrived. I got myself a battery grinder. I've been switching over to Ryobi for all my power tools, and yeah, because I've been For years I've been using the Super Cheap Auto cheap options, and I actually need something decent for a change. So I've got a grip handles just come out of the box. I've got some cardboard boxes here that weigh a deceptively large amount. I wonder if there's something hidden in them. No. Oh, you even get some Ryobi branded grinding discs. Nice. Although I'll be using ultra thins. Here's our grinder itself. What else do we get in here? I'm not sure how much you can see here. We'll clear out this desk in a moment. There's a user manual and there's something else in the box that I can't get at. Oh, that's the guard. Oh, it's a spare guard. Okay. I think, or a bigger one. Let's get this off the bench. We'll have a look at this. Need to open this up and read the serial number for warranty anyway. So let's put that down there. That's actually a full aluminium gearbox on that, like a cast gearbox, and a nice stopper on it. That's actually a decent quality bit of kit, a lot better than the little cheap crappy one that I've got. And the handle as well, which I guess we can put in here. Let's open this one up and attach so we can get a grip. By the look of this, I might actually need that, but certainly make using it a lot easier. And no, that appears to be that's a different shape guard. This one has a different profile. Yeah, and I think it's for, yeah, the disc runs through here. This is like an anti-spark shield, whereas this one's a bit more open. And this is a metal one. This one's a plastic one. So yeah, all good. All right, that's looking pretty good. We've got a few more things yet. Well, I just registered that thing, and I've got 6 years warranty in it, 4 years plus an extra 2. And same with the chainsaw I got earlier. That's actually really good. All right, the next thing I've got is a couple of 5 amp hour batteries. These weren't the cheapest of batteries. This is about $200 worth. It's tax return time, you see, so I've been able to spend a little bit of money. Let's change our camera angle up a bit so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. These have been heat sealed together. No idea how to get into this without resorting to the scissors. These are the kind of things you need to buy. These are the things you need to buy when you want to buy scissors, because you can't get a pair of scissors out of a packet without a pair of scissors. A bit ironic. I was just reading this thing up here. Ryobi Lithium Plus not only lasts longer but increases the performance of your tools. I think they're just using 18650 cells now. Oh wow, okay, this is, you know, when they make tamper-proof packets like this, they just encourage people to take the whole packet. Alright. Oh geez, and it slices your hands up. Alright, so it doesn't say, oh, there's a manual for the batteries, okay. How do I get that out? Well, I can say good things about their products, but not so much about their packaging. Alright, we'll get this out in a minute. There we go. There's our manual there. Alright, so these are pretty good. I wonder if they come with charge. Partially charged, which is standard for shipping. So they'll get a good charge and complete manual with them and warranty and everything else like that. Alright, let's register these. Alright, we have another lock hasp has arrived, similar to one I've got before. I'm going to need 2 of these guys to fix the trailer. In fact, I still have the other one sitting over here. I had planned on just using one of these, but the toolbox on my trailer probably needs some more security. And we have a little latch in the back here. They all go together. Alright, that will be handy. Get some trailer upgrades done. Now I've got the obligatory bag of zip ties because I'm running low. And we've got a HPM power board. These are supposed to be surge protected, and they've got widespread spacing on one side. That's good because I need to run a bunch of plug packs on it. And I had actually thought this was there was another plug behind it, and that was on the packet. So I'm actually a little bit ripped off in that I'm missing one power point on this side, but that's fine. I can alternate every second on that side. It'll be good. Got a lot of little single plug packs to run. I should probably come up with a universal power supply, things like that, but we'll get to that another day. Anyway, there'll be more stuff, I'm sure. I'm going to jump back to this Ryobi grinder just for a moment. I discovered something really nifty. I went to go and find my snake eye spanner. I realized I don't need it. You can hold your locking lug here, and it's got a little, if I can get it locked in, you can undo stuff. It's got a little fold-up handle on here. That is actually really nice, and there's still 2 holes for a snake eye spanner if you want to use it. You can see here, the whole little assembly just comes off. Makes fitting a disc really wonderfully easy, and that's actually quite decent quality. And it spins up and fits a, gets to a constant speed and maintains that. Sounds like a giant quadcopter, but I guess that's what they're using in there, is giant brushless motors. Anyway, let's move on. So next on the donations and deliveries is a 20-litre drum of hydraulic oil. And also not seen today, we picked up about $1,000 worth of steel Rio and various other bits and pieces like bolts and fixings and threaded rod. All going to put a hoist up. Anyway, let's move on. We've got some more deliveries have arrived. One of which is a Stanley Fat Max measuring tape that I've already used, but it's a 10-meter one with a nice deep blade on it and a number of other very handy features. Useful because I've got a CAD project coming up that I need to measure up some big stuff. Also arrived is this, because my previous charger died. Let's bring our camera angle up here. This is a new charger. It's a 10 amp 12 volt charger for various different batteries with multiple stages and Bluetooth. And for the first time this year, it's since I've done the battery upgrades, I'm now about midday at 12.2 volts. Normally I'm 14.4 at this point. We've had about a week of crappy weather and low sun, so I actually need to charge my batteries for the first time in a year. We're doing pretty well. Anyway, we'll see what else shows up. Alright, another delivery has arrived. And this one's about 34 kilograms. And certainly give me a workout bringing it in. Open this up. This is a big deep cycle battery. This one's going to go in my Argo to run the electric outboard. It'll probably balance things out nicely. And we get some terminal screws with it. And some complimentary polystyrene foam for my apprentice to break up and screw the house up with. We're going to take this out of the box off camera. Right, this is a deep cycle 135 amp hour 12 volt battery. And yes, it weighs about 35 kilos. It's a heavy thing. I'm going to have to figure out how to put this in my Argo, but hopefully we'll see some more deliveries will show up, but we're going to get this into a safe place where I won't trip over it. We've got another box show up, or has showed up. This big one. This one was nice enough to be tracked, so I'm pretty sure I've got an idea what's in here. I'm going to do this in a funky way because I don't want the guys seeing the tag on it. Somebody already got hold of my phone number the other day and pulled some shenanigans. It's lucky I have a bunch of different email addresses. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got here. This, I know what this will be. This is going to be a square terminal for the museum, because we're going contactless payment. I got to teach a bunch of old guys about FPOS. Guys that aren't really motivated about it. Some old guys are good at learning. These guys don't like new things. And you know, not necessarily all bad if they're working at a museum, but it does make my job a little difficult. So I can get into this thing. I did order a second-hand one of these, and the guy on eBay never got back to me, never communicated, never shipped it. I had to escalate it, and about 5 minutes after I escalated it, I got a refund right away. So I went back and bought this direct from the Square guys online. proper square terminal. We're going to unbox this one because it's spanking new. And I'd like to see what I get in the box and what I need to get for everything else. I think that's all of it. Ooh, snazzy iPhone style white case. And funny embossed logos, just like that really makes a difference. One of these. Right, so that sleeve on the outside I think was completely unnecessary. But unless they do that for regional packaging. Can we get it open? This has got to be the worst type of box ever, this really slow reveal type box. I could put a small hole in here to let the air out so that it comes out easy. I can't imagine being a business owner going, yeah, hang on a minute, I'll just unpack my square terminal and we'll make a payment. Oh, come on. I'm going to punch a hole in this box in a minute. And there we go. Right. So there's our terminal unit. Very handy, still in its original plastic. I'm not going to take the plastic off. I've got crap on my hands at the moment. Grease at least. Oh, it's got a little tripod mount there. And we've got a complimentary roll of receipt paper. And this will be a box of 20 rolls of receipt paper, which I'm not going to open. Got a Welcome to Square booklet. We've got a little power supply, a snazzy rolled up cable, and a 2-pin plug. I think this thing connects to Wi-Fi as well. So I didn't bother ordering the hub to connect to Ethernet. Yep, that's our little book for getting started. Alright, so that's as far as I'm going to unpack this for the moment. Oh, looks like there's some stickers and stuff we can put on the window. Awesome. So, yeah, not going to unpack this too much further because I want to set that up later. That'll involve bank details and IMA codes and stuff, which are probably not good to make public. Alright, we've got another delivery. Let's see what that is. Another box. Now, I've forgotten what this is. Let's have a look on the box. Where did it come from? No return address. I sender from something in Springvale. Alright, this could be one of a few things, but let's find out. I have ordered so many things. I got a payout for my multiple sclerosis not long ago, and I've been upgrading a lot of things. That's what this is. This will be an 8 terabyte drive, and that has come out of a locked down area in Melbourne. So first thing we're going to be doing here is yeah, and probably going to disinfect some of the boxes and stuff too, just because they're all on lockdown because of a massive coronavirus outbreak. That's our receipt. That's good. This is going to be going onto my server as another shared drive, as a backup drive. I've almost filled up the 4 terabyte one I bought 3 months ago for YouTube storage. So, but you know what? Let's have some fun and open this box up and see what's in here. I don't think that there's going to be any virus under this plastic wrapping anyway. So you know what? We might just remove plastic wrapping. Just given the longevity of this virus, we'll peel that off and throw that away immediately, and we'll use some sanitizer just as a precaution. Cool. Not that it's likely that I'd get anything from this, but it's Springvale's right inside one of the lockdown districts. So yeah, and that seems to be getting a bit of steam up. Now, and I think that was something silly that started that, like security guards sleeping with bloody people in a lockdown hotel or something. Alright, this has got the usual stuff, got a bit of a hello. Oh yeah, okay, that's handy. They've gone away from the compressed paper, they've gone back to plastic packing. And we have probably a universal supply in here. No, okay. Oh, this is Western Digital. Yeah, Western Digital, don't worry about with all the international adapters that you'll never use. They just put the right one on. And there's a warranty book. Alright, a USB 3 cable. All this stuff. Those funny things I'll never use. It's got a lot of rubbish in here now already. I can reuse some of the cardboard boxes a lot of the time. Well, my apprentice can too. There's power supply and leads and stuff. We'll go and set this up later. I'm pretty sure it's formatted as an NTFS, but if it isn't, we'll fix that. Oh wait, actually we've got to do the ASMR, whatever it is, the audio stimulation stuff. Oh, let's just see if I broke it. Peel off all the plastic. Now the top's all scratched up because I did that upside down. No, it's got, oh, this has actually got good ventilation. Ah, I can see through to the drive in here. I like this, so yes, this might actually ventilate properly. Very nice. Alright, and it's about as basic as you would expect, along with a little lock section in there so you can get one of those security ties. But anyway, I'll put all my hands all over it now, and I've got no oils on my hand because of the sanitizer. Alright, there'll be more to show up. We'll see what that is later. Alright, well, another delivery has arrived. This one I've been looking forward to. And I actually have real scissors this time, so let's get this one open. I'm giving a bit of a hint for this one. It comes from a military supplies place, so there will be a reason why it's wrapped in brown paper. And yes, we are sanitizing it every step here because this one came out of the heart of lockdown Melbourne. So I'm being careful here. This one's been in quarantine for a couple of days too, just to reduce the probability. But let's get some tape off this and see what's in here. We're doing this all morning actually. There's if we go around here we can probably see we've been unpacking stuff all morning. So let's go back here. And as you probably saw for a flash there, my desk is in complete disarray at the moment. We have a lot to do. Yep, this is what I thought it was, and it's packed with packing peanuts. So let's just lift this out gently. And it's the military green. Let's put a silica packet in there as well. So this is in its original casing. This is a Radioactive Meter. This is a high range gamma meter used for field surveys. Let's remove this out here for a minute. Yep, I think it comes out that way. These are hermetically sealed. These are ionization chamber type meters. Let's angle this down a bit. So we've got our calibration unit there as well. Got our check and our zero and everything like that. And our set screw. I don't think there'll be any batteries in this. These were designed to take old mercury batteries. And I think, yeah, we can make an alteration to them. Just because this is interesting, I'm going to open that while I'm here. I just need a screwdriver to unscrew the battery terminal. Or the battery bay. Something like this guy. That is unscrew in that direction. And that's a captive screw by the feel of it. Let's have a look at what they actually use for batteries in here. So I can do this carefully. This is sealed very well. We'll be back in a second once I get this battery bank out. I remember with these they have some unusual battery requirements. Yes, as expected. So we've got to now. Yes, this is using multiple voltages. So these were the two mercury batteries. I think these were dry cells. And there's a couple of button cells here. And looking at this, I think there's a common, and there's either 3 or 4 different voltage levels required. So this will be a project on its own and just trying to figure this out. It looks like they've series connected a bunch of batteries here to get the correct voltages. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of homework on that. But this will be interesting. I haven't had an ionization chamber meter before. I've been looking for one of these for quite a while. So, alright, no worries. We'll move on to the next delivery. Right, a couple more deliveries have arrived. It could be fragile. I'm not sure what gives me that impression, but I think they might be fragile. So I've decided not to throw them on the bench, being as I probably actually paid for these things. In fact, I've paid for a lot of stuff lately. Not all of it's going to make it into this video, namely white goods and furniture. I don't think are really worth covering on this channel. Although we've done pretty well everything else. Right, let's see what we've got in here if I can get this open. I think these will be two of the same kind of item, looking at the way they're packed and the fact that they're fragile. So we'll get this one open, we'll jump to that. Outer wrapping is off. Let's have a look here. It's tape in several spots. If I've done this right, we should be in like clean. Now, what's this one? This is a Seagate Skyhawk 6 terabyte. Why 6 terabyte, you say? They tend to be a problem, but that one is going to be the biggest one that is supported by the DVR that I think might be arriving hopefully this month. I've also got the shakes today. I've been out trying to assist in the search for a missing person. I think I got a little bit too cold. And what the hell is this monstrosity? Oh, there's two in here. Okay. So there is a Western Digital 1 terabyte and another Western Digital 1 terabyte. They're pretty well standard for putting inside DVR units as a minimum for what I like to do, because a lot of them have 500 gigs or less, and that's pretty useless. So, alright, some brands making new hard drives. We've had a number of deliveries and donations show up in the last couple of days, and things have been very busy while I've been out looking for a missing person. And there's an update on that. The boat that we took out today had some major engine troubles, so we were forced to turn around and come back. Feel like a bit of a failure, but the search and rescue helicopters are still out there, so there's still some hope. Anyway, a donation arrived today, some batteries, which I had to open on my way out to the rescue because I needed some batteries to change in my spot tracker. So yes, these Chevron branded batteries are probably not the best, but they're not the worst either. They're still alkaline batteries and they work. So gratefully accepted. Batteries and insulation tape are two things I always use. Now there was a couple of other things here that arrived. These two light fittings are LED light fittings, which I think are fluoro or some other kind of replacement tube. They are 240 volt, 330 lumen LED strips. So I may be able to convert them to be usable somehow. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking it might involve a flexible cable on them. Whether I can do that safely or not is another matter, but that'll be interesting. Now this one has two prongs. This is a different configuration. This one has a single mounting point, but two terminals instead of two single terminals. So, and they are 2700 degrees Kelvin, light and 330 lumens, not dimmable. So, yeah, powered by Muller Licht. So, right. So we'll put them away till another project shows up. We've got lots of projects on the go. We had nearly $2,000 worth of mattress that came with this single sheet of paper from Slumber Care Bedding, but that's not something you're going to see. We've got a lot of white goods happening at the moment too. We're not showing them on the donations and deliveries. They're probably a little bit outside the usual for this channel, as these things have got a little bit like that with a two-post hoist lately. And there's some construction going on as well, so you can probably hear my apprentice in the background. She's constructing with the box from one of our just recent deliveries as well. So yeah, there's a lot happening. Anyway, let's see what else shows up. If I'm lucky, before the end of the month, which is about 6 days away, I might have nearly $4,000 worth of computers show up, including a new Ryzen 9 processor. I think it's the 3950X, the biggest one I could buy. That will be interesting and probably a video all of its own, but we will certainly show the unboxing here. So let's move on. A couple more deliveries have arrived, and these are going to go with a new machine because I realized that I can't find any of my DisplayPort adapters. So I already have one of these running to get the DVI, and I need a VGA output, so I couldn't find 2 more of these, which would have been really handy, but I did have, there was one of those on the shelf. So on a Saturday arvo, when everything's closed, Hardly Normal actually had something normal. So, alright, let's move on. Delivery is a bit smaller. I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. See if we can get this open. Although we might need a different... yeah, we'll be right. We'll open it in front of the camera. Where are we? Yep, that's what I thought. More ration packs. These are Hunger Buster 24-hour packs. There's a few of them in here. And some flameless ration heaters. There we go, flameless ration heaters as well. Alright, this will be good. This will keep us busy for a while. Alright. And one of the good bits, got the Jack Links bars inside. Oh. And I was leaning on the space bar. Alright. These all look good. These I've featured before. They're basically the civilian issue of the military ration packs. And they slide off the bench very easy. So let's get these packed away. Some more stuff has arrived. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but let's see. I think it's probably something I've ordered. PCI Express something. Oh, smidgy little backplate. This is for the new PC build. It's a PCI Express serial card. My new system doesn't have serial ports, and I use these a lot for a lot of old stuff. So that can get put away and installed in the new machine shortly. Alright, let's see what else we have. Next thing that has showed up is a CD7100 series antenna. This is a CD17195 from RFI. This is an Lte Band Antenna. There's actually, inside these, I've seen transparent versions of these. I used to work for a company, a communications company, and they had the demo one. There's actually 4 different elements in here for 4 different frequencies, and covering all the Australian LTE bands. So that'll be good. We've got 2 of those. I've already got an existing one rather, and this is because I am switching to a MIMO modem, and I need 2 inputs, because MIMO for multiple in, multiple out. So, let's move on. Alright, another delivery has arrived. So what this one is. What this one is. It's an ELM 327 interface. I've already got one of these, but my neighbour borrows it so often I thought I'd just buy him his own one. It's about 20 bucks. So, complete with driver disc. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but this should be good enough. Alright, let's see what else showed up. Another box has arrived, and it's apparently from the Wagley Club. Okay, I didn't order anything from them, but fortunately I had to open it and inspect it before I signed for it. And these would be my new heavy duty drive flanges. These come from the Landy bits on eBay. And these have nice big brass screw-on hubcaps. These are heavy duty drive flanges for the Land Rover. I've been waiting for these because I've got a trip to do and I've got a leak in drive flange, so these should hopefully fix that problem. And there's a good 4 of them in here, something like 600 bucks worth, and they weigh a ton. But I'm happy to see them. Let's see what else shows up. Alright, well, we're outside for this segment of donations and deliveries, and 2 things that have arrived. Another special order of wheelbarrows. We've got a lot of concrete to move, and this is going to be 4 in total now. And I may even need the Argo here to tow a trailer full of the stuff, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, let's move back inside. Right, we have some donations and deliveries. We have a micro USB cable, but that came with one of these things. This is some sort of adult Oh, it's a light. There you go. It's a nice little work light, and it has a nice little magnet on the bottom, an adjustable ball gimbal mount. And so let's see what else we've got. Forgot to mention, it comes with a box, as you might expect, and it was on clearance at Bunnings. Alright, I've got a few other things to go through. Let's go through those now. Alright, another delivery has arrived. Oh, Sherbies. They're good. Alright, what else do we have? I've been waiting for these. Oh, they're stuck down inside the box. Why would you do such a thing? Anyway, these are Logitech M90 Mice. And of course, I have one over here that's my everyday mouse. They're two spares. I think I paid a grand total of $8 each for those. That'll be good. And some sort of drink me voucher that I'll probably never use. Alright. Oh well, you know what? I'll never use this, so first person in gets it. That's what you've got to do with it. So yeah. Anyway, have at it, guys. Bonus for watching my channel. Alright, let's see what else there is. Got a new pair of bamboo socks. Nifty. They might have me the right size this time, though sometimes these are marked the wrong size. I'm feeling a bit like Ashens right now. Oh, and that's another thing I got today. I got jabbed for an hour. Done my monthly visit to the hospital. It's probably time I took that off in a minute. What else do we have? Nice little four-sided magnet task light. Not sure how this is going to work. It's apparently 180 lumens with 2.5 hours runtime. It's not real efficient, but I guess it'll be bright. Oh, and these minties are always fun to unwrap. Yummy. Okay, let's see what else we have. Before I continue this, I need to plug in a charger and not wind my blinds up. There we go. Okay, what else do we have? We have some hand sanitizer. There's a reason for this. Along with the next two things, we have a couple of Shims. Now, I've already got one of these, but I decided to pick up a couple because Premier Daniel Andrews today, and some of you will have probably guessed I'm in Victoria, declared that because of a rise of somewhere in the area of 700 plus new cases overnight, that the whole of Victoria now has to wear face masks. Whereas the city folk can't keep it in their pants or in their mouth or whatever. So these are a little bit more readily available than face masks, and they can be configured any number of different ways, so that will be very handy. I might demonstrate that later on in a different video, but we picked up extra sanitizer just because it's a good idea to have around. Alright, I'm going to finish my minty and we'll see what else we've got. Now, this is a little bit off camera, but this is a upside down foldable bamboo laundry basket. You may or may not, if you're a popular viewer of this channel, remember the shelf build. And we had trouble finding baskets that fitted in there. And these ones have a solid bamboo frame that that pops up and holds them in shape. And they might just fit that, because the baskets I was intending to use are no longer in production. So I think that's about all for now. We're pretty close to the end of the month, but we'll see what else there is, and then we might finalise this and eat the last minty. Why not? For the last thing in the video, I'm going to do a minty unboxing. Now, minties, if you're not from Australia, are very, very popular, and they usually come with a little quote on here. And it's moments like these you need minties. There's a little cartoon. There's a whole series of these. Anyway, let's check our calendar. Come on, calendar. we've got 1 day left. We'll see what else shows up. Alright, some deliveries have arrived at the 11th hour. Let's get to the exciting one first. If I can move it here. This, which you probably can't see on camera, is a big bar. We'll roll it around so you see the whole thing with a couple of flanges on it. This goes inside the Argo and attaches to the subframe and stops the winch pulling basically through the body of the Argo. That has been the hardest thing to design and find, and my local dealer finally came through, and for a very good price. About half what I could get it out of the States for, and about the same price as what I could make it for. Now, in addition to that, there is another box of stuff here that came with it, and it is heavy. There is one of the winch mounting brackets, and there are 2 more here as well to open up. And they are heavy. I certainly think this is going to affect my freeboard in the Argo. So let's open these up and have a look at them close up. I have some parts unwrapped, and these look actually very similar to the solution that I had thought up. So this is obviously the interior bracket that goes over that bar and supports between the top and bottom. And this is the double plate that mounts through. Then I think these are a couple of different options. This is a forward mounting external plate that I think bolts through to the bottom, and this might be a different type of winch mount plate. There's also this piece. I'm not sure exactly how it's meant to go together. I think this has got a couple of different configurable options. They've been kind enough to include, these are locking pins, so they're release pins to remove it. So this will be an upper bracket that is removable, so I can take the winch off. That's actually nifty. And then there's a big bolt kit in here as well. So I think once I lay these things out and start to bolt it on, everything will look pretty good. And I've already got bolts to fit this. In fact, I think I've got probably, rather than black steel, I've probably got some good zinc plated ones that'll probably do the job better. Anyway, let's move on to the next delivery and the final one. Final delivery for the month of July, and just before mandatory mask laws come in, because we had a ridiculous increase of about 700 cases yesterday. Seems the Melburnians can't keep it to themselves, so the whole of Victoria now has to wear a mask when they go out, even despite the fact that there's no active cases here. We of course want to keep it that way. So let's see what this is. I think I know what this is, except they tape it inside and out these days. Alright. So this is my G910 Orion Spark keyboard from Logitech. This will be replacing my Love Your Long Time keyboard here that I really like. It's my old G15. It's going to be tough to find a way around this, but I think this guy will do it. Let's get this out of the box. This is actually quite an expensive keyboard. I think it's excess of $200. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it's a lot of Aussie dollary dues. But it looks nice. Let's get it out of its plastic tomb or body bag. They've gone to the trouble of having special bags made just for this keyboard, and they've left a slot for the lead. Let's get this out. Oh, there's something I noticed just before. It's got a little folding little locking thing here. I don't know what that's all about. It's got the usual folding feet, which I appreciate. They look quite substantial. And this is an ARX dock. I don't know what an ARX is for. Maybe that's an external screen. Either way. Oh, this feels nice. That's going to be good. Now, my other one, my old G15, the backlight has diminished quite a lot. It's a phosphorescent backlight, or an electroluminescent one. These are all LED, and I can configure each group to light up as I want it. So, I'll see you in the next one. Hope this has been fun.